What is going on, everyone? My name is Boyd, and I'm back with some more Age of Mythology. The Titans action spawning in the left side of the map, playing as Set, but also as the Norse civilization. His name is Tudison. His opponent today in the blue color, playing as Gaia, but also playing as Egyptian. His name is Bonkiki. Oh, this is going to be terrifying, ladies and gentlemen. Absolutely terrifying to witness. Have to wait and see how this game is going to actually come out. But have a look at this. Have a look at this. You get yourself a cheeky little druid at the start. I mean, it's the model of Cersei, but you get Set. Yep, you can still make yourselves some. You can still make yourself some units which can convert animals. And this druid is going to be able to do that just like you would otherwise with Set. And he's going to be moving around, getting himself all of the stuff, all of the animals, and sending them back home. Lovely, lovely jubbly. I think also he might be able to make animals and can conjure mythical animals just as a Set Pharaoh can. That's absolutely huge, except the problem is you don't get free favor as Norse. So there's a world where if you play as Greek, you could put enough villagers on favor to build yourself an infinite amount of hunt in your base, just as if you were playing as Set could. Also, you have the access to, like, if you're playing as Atlantean as well, you could do exactly the same thing, though those do cost quite a bit on Vubli. But we've got ourselves, wait, what? Just put the lump camp over here. Okay, that's fine. I mean, he's going to get himself that anyways, but we'll have to wait and see what's going to happen. If we take a look at the upgrade here for the pickaxe, 35 food, 84 gold is like nothing. He's going to have so many upgrades. He's going to have so much economy coming for him. So we'll have to wait and see how things are going to go here in this one. I don't know what gods they're going to get. I wish I could see that. I think that would be the next best thing in this mod if that was possible. So do you see these villagers going to be starting to shoot down the deers over here, doing everything. We've got the boar out and about saying, "Get back to your base, Mr. Gaia. You do not belong out here. You are not allowed on the fields of battle." As the priest makes his way all the way back home, and they're going to get picked off here, it seems. As the villagers here, they could turn around and take the boar out, but we're getting that temple down as fast as they possibly can here. So just to recap, the whole idea of this mod is to make the most overpowered unit you possibly can. The most overpowered unit you possibly can. So if you take a look at the gods that I would have potentially been having access to, I don't know what my main god would have been, but I could have had access to like Ta, Dabogong, Hecate, and gone through that pathway or something, or I could you're essentially trying to figure out what the best thing you can make is. So I get Osiris, which is bonus to cavalry. I get maybe Dabogong. I can't remember what Dabogong actually gives me. So if we just take a quick look at that. Dabogong, not that one, the other one. I get access to nothing too great there. So I'll probably go through Nephthys. And then I get access to maybe Oceanus or something to get access to super strong Deuterinos. But there's just a lot of different cool options where that's concerned. As Bonkiki having a little bit of a struggle getting to that next age here. And we are seeing that in second age coming up through Anubis. It's not Anubis, but it's going up through Anubis. As the village is moving forward, going to be checking out everything here. Now, the thing is that if you aren't playing as Odin or Thor, I did say this already, but you get Norse, you do lose out on such a huge economic bonus, which is the extra hunt bonus you would be getting. So you do have a lot less stuff than normal. As the Anubis is coming through here, we see the priest getting pushed back over here, as well as the Ulfsark says, "Get back here." Our Druid hero sitting a little bit idle here, wanting to send that stuff back in the near future. Get as much as they possibly can. As we've got the Gaia Lush spread out everywhere. This is going to be pretty oppressively broken. Normally Gaia's restriction is that she's got big fat villages that take a while to go everywhere. But Egyptian can just send the units everywhere and just throw up granaries literally everywhere for free in a way, and just literally just throw granaries on these towns and just preventing them from getting grabbed anytime soon. As we do see the Gazelle of Set, the Hyena of Set coming in onto this location. He's got plenty of hunt inside of his main base here. And we see Prometheus coming through, actually, for Tunison, wanting to see exactly what would happen there. He gets access to Undermine. So if you do go Prometheus and you're not Atlantean, you get access to a random Classical Age God Power. That's how it works, and that's what you get. So he gets access to Undermine here as a second town center is now on the way for Tunison, wanting to get that boom happening straight away here. But we do have ourselves a very, very strong upgrade here. We've got the Terracotta Warriors coming out now for Bonkiki as it seems that Bonkiki is going to be making quite a few of these. But he gets access to this God Power, Call to Arms, which is really, really strong here. And I like this actually from Bonkiki. He's going for a whole bunch of villages on the Gaia trees. I'm going to be spending all of that wood that he's getting from those terracotta warriors. He's spending all that wood on those, getting himself barracks as well. Going to be making some spearmen and going for a very aggressive early game here. He must have something up his sleeve coming forward for spearmen in this game. Otherwise, there wouldn't be much point to it. But he's going to have a lot of stuff coming for Tunison in the near future. But I think we do see a slight bug here. Maybe this town center is generating favor here for Bonkiki because he's also getting favor from the monument. So he's going to have a ridiculous amount of favor coming forward in this game. But Bonkiki's not going to say anything about that. But that's life. Obelisk with Lush. Obelisk with Lush. Yes, the obelisks do have Lush. As this town center does get finished up here, the units are going to start pushing forward here. You got the fairy, you got the priest, you got everything here. Staff of Dionysus coming through for now for Tunison as his 2 town centers. He's getting 3 monuments. He's got all 3 of those. Scarab Pendant, Titan's Treasure, Staff of Dionysus. Plenty of help where that's concerned, as we see some more balls getting grabbed here as the unit's pulling back. And Tunison now in a little bit of trouble here. He doesn't have a whole lot to build at this point. He does have Undermine, but that's about it. He's sitting at 21 favor. That's a lot of those Terracotta Warriors here. Not only that, when Terracotta Warriors die, you actually get a little bit of damage done, but also a refund of 10 to 22 wood and 1 to 2 favor per Terracotta soldier here. As we also see the Tusk of the Iron Boar here, ladies and gentlemen. That's getting that bonus to HP of cavalry here as we're starting to see longhouses come down, but it's not going to be that useful against the army that Agent Bonkiki has constructed here as we see some more houses coming up, villages getting produced as well. We'll see how things are going to go here as more obelisks coming down. They do cost 15 gold here because he's not Isis, doesn't get that cheaper obelisks, but still very, very useful to have those spread around here, preventing the town center from getting grabbed exactly when you want to be putting it up. But it is very easy to kill off, obviously, as well. I'm starting to see some throwing axemen coming out, some raiding cavalry coming out. The units sitting back here for Bonkiki, giving Tunison quite a bit of an advantage here, I would say, on the 2 town centers. There's more of these Gaia trees coming through. Maybe Agent Bonkiki considering going to the next age here. He's starting to get himself more houses. I don't see much else. There is still that Undermine remaining here, so he can use that on his opponent. I'm not sure how well the mod is made. Now, this is Isis technically, so technically it shouldn't work, but it might block the God Powers. So I'm not 100% sure about that, but we'll see what's going to happen there. There's more houses coming down here for Tunison. To see what he can do here. Indeed. With players just sitting back, taking their time here as Bonkiki wants to get himself that second town center up. Does take him quite a while to get it if he doesn't have anyone empowering it. But he should have a pharaoh somewhere, right? Or maybe he doesn't get a pharaoh because he's not Egyptian. Gets the priest though, but no pharaoh. No, the pharaoh's over here. Empower it! Empower! Anyways, units now starting to push forward. Tunison feels like it's a go time. He's got quite a strong army, 100 population here. We see the units coming in onto this location over here. Those terracotta soldiers are going to be so strong. We do see call to arms getting cast there as Tunison decides, no, I don't want any of that nonsense. Let me get out of here. That's so many terracotta soldiers. They're not that strong. They're kind of akin to the Promethean in a way in terms of their stats. 175 HP, 10 damage. The terracotta soldier is 200 HP, 11 damage. A little bit more on that, but their armor is quite low at 40% apiece. And obviously the Prometheans have got a little bit in them as well. So these are really, really weak myth units when it comes down to it. But you do need to have a lot of Hursa out to deal with it, or a lot of, what do you call it, pew-pews, Bogsviger out to kind of deal with like mass myth units here. As Tunison retreats back ever so slightly. We do see the ball getting taken down over here as the raiding cavalry swinging around here. Going to be looking for some raids to stop that town center from coming up. We do see some more obelisks coming in onto this position. You can just throw obelisks everywhere here and just cause so many problems there for Tunison if your name is Bonkiki, but he's not doing it. He's not doing it. As we do have 130 or 130 population now, that those upgrades starting to come in for Bonkiki. Can't remember exactly what the special abilities or the special technologies for the classical age for this, what's it called? I can't even remember. I do know that one of them gets you access to cheaper farms, so you can get cheaper farms, but that's kind of about it. As the raiding cavalry do everything there. I can't remember what else is it. Maybe I can just look at it. Let's just look at it. Hey, Fuji. You get cheaper farms. Down wood, which is probably going to be down gold. You get reduced training time and cost, which is really good. And then the stone armor. As the villagers moving up onto this location over here. See the spearmen coming through to deny over this. Just the units swinging over here. Now that the units are out of position here, it might be worthwhile for Tunison to go for a big push as we see Thea coming through. It's not Thea, but it might be Thea. But we will be seeing a Heroic Age God coming through fairly soon here for a Heroic Age God coming in fairly soon here for Tunison, I'm sure, as he's a little bit short on the gold. We do see the units now starting to put the pressure on. Undermine could come in here. The units making their way over very, very slowly. There's the Undermine coming in. It's a big timing here as the Heroic Age is coming in. This town center may be falling here very, very shortly, it would seem. As the army coming in, we do see the throwing axe. We're trying to get in onto this one. We see the Pharaoh coming through here to get some empowering in. That's not going to help it stay alive unless you've got units here to keep it alive. But Tunison is not able to kill it off fast enough. He did have the right idea, was just that little bit too slow to get in and execute that attack there. As the units are going to be retreating back. There's Apollo coming through for Agent Bonkiki as the units are going to decide to turn around and take this fight over here. The Hursa trying to get in. Those axemen doing tons of damage to the Hursa as Agent Bonkiki doing tons of damage himself. Those terracotta soldiers, warriors, excuse me, are just absolutely bonkers here as he's going to be retreating back. And now you can actually go into Manticore here if you so choose, if your name's Bonkiki, because you can still got all that wood income from those Gaia Forest trees. So we do see some more of those getting picked off here as Tunison trying to retreat back, trying to regroup. See the armory up on this position, but not able to grab this just yet. Heroic Age going to be on the way fairly soon here for Tunison, I'm sure. More military buildings coming down over here as he's trying to distract as best as he can. Bonkiki a little bit all over the shop here in this game as his town center repairing back up. We do see the army coming through here, going to be trying to prevent this town center from coming through, but we do have Hack Battle Blade in. He's going to be here to stop these terracotta soldiers from doing all too much. As the dwarves can get in here and help as well. Do we see that next stage? Yes, we do. Segment on the way. Heroic Age on the way here for Tunison. And a big, big underworld coming through for Agent Bonkiki as he says, get off that gold mine. There is a gold mine over here, though. So, I mean, securing this town center is going to be a big deal as the villagers swing in onto this position. But I do wonder what that Heroic Age is going to be here for Tunison, if he's going to have any real ability to survive here. Now, he's got a lot of resources in the bank as he does move forward onto this location over here. Market coming up for Bonkiki. I don't see a market just yet for Tunison as his villagers getting taken down here. Tunison's got tons of food, or tons of favor in the bank though, so he will be able to spend that fairly shortly here as the pig's getting taken down. Will we see that getting produced anytime soon? I do not know. So the villagers retreating back over here. There's the heroic age, and we see what's it called? Zong Q coming through. This is a huge. Wait. No, it's not. But you do get a bonus here for infantry with this upgrade, with this god. You can also use that that god power on these houses and kill off all those houses there, which can be really, really strong as well. But right now, Bonkiki is in a really, really strong position. As the Jiangshi is coming through. Now, this does cost wood, so we can produce 4 of them. And they're really, really strong. Their special ability allows them to heal. So if you keep them alive and you just keep using that special ability, you can keep them alive forever. As a market now coming down for Tunison. Very desperate in this game here to get to the heroic, to the mythic age, it would seem. Not spending that favor here, which is making me a little bit disappointed. Thank you for the raiding party, Eric. Hope your games went well. As the dwarves going to be retreating away here. More units coming in onto this underworld passage here to hold on to this position. As the villagers retreating back to the town center over here. The villagers popping out over here. These guys all just sitting calmly and carefully still there. As the armory going to be getting cleaned up over here as well. Town center secured. 4 to 2 town centers. He's also got the economic upgrades, right? So he's probably got everything. Oh, he's got channels as well. So these villages are moving quickly. 4.56 speed villages. That's insane. But no, not fully upgraded just yet. Obviously, he's probably just got to the next age, so he's not thought about getting all of his, like, spamming up those upgrades. It's so cheap, so absurdly cheap. In here, you've also got. I mean, it says. Not sure if this is quite what happens. I'm not sure what's happening in this mod, but anyways, there's the hill forts. We do see the uproot god power getting thrown down onto this position over here. We'll be killing off all of these houses. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 houses. But only picking off houses only really works if you've killed off units. As the army looking to take this attack over here, as Bonkiki realizes he needs to retreat here, but he's quite a ways from getting back here as the units onto this position. You can see that Jiangxi even heals itself on the town center as well. So not building more Jiangxi. I think Tunison's not quite aware of how strong that unit is. He's going to be retreating back. The army coming through here onto this position. Raiding cavalry, throwing axemen. Going to do a good job against those medium throwing axemen there. He could start making some Bogsviger here as well if he so chooses. There's the heavy infantry coming through as Tunison trying to make this fight work. Look at all those houses that have fallen now as Bonkiki drops down to nearly below 90 population, trying to get those houses back up. We are seeing some raids still coming through here for Bonkiki as Tunison's making a really, really good attempt here. But Bonkiki should be advancing to the mythic age now, and he actually is clicking up through, not Atlas, but something here. As the longhouse is coming through, we do see the army swinging around onto these villages over here. Going to be taking those out pretty quickly here, it would seem. As the ox cart is retreating back. Bonkiki trying to be annoying there to take that down, but looks like it might get taken down. Yeah, it looks like it's going to go down to that spearman there, 31 HP. See if he's going to be able to get it. Keep it alive. He does keep it alive. Nice one. Now we got some more Manticore coming out for Bonkiki. Those are going to be very obnoxious here as this 2 villages building up that, finishing up that Migdol stronghold. Tunison's still a ways away from getting to the mythic age himself here, it would seem. So that mythic age now 60% of the way through. We'll have to wait and see what it's going to do. It's the army pulling back. We'll see some throwing axemen shenanigans coming in over here as the spearmen still trying to move in and snipe some villages, but Bonkiki is throwing away some units here. A bit willy-nilly. As the siege works coming up over here. More Manticore coming in. Manticore are actually really strong against Norse, funnily enough. It's a little known fact. Little known factoid, because you don't see them very often, but they're actually quite strong against Norse. Because they don't really have an answer. They do have Bogsviger, they do have Jarl, but all the units are kind of far away from them. It's quite tough to pick them off. As Tunison has to retreat back, and there is the mythic age for Bonkiki as he chooses Tyr. So we do see some raids coming in, but a Fimbulwinter coming through. And what does Fimbulwinter mean? Fimbulwinter means bravery, and that should affect the spearman. So all up, he doesn't really have that much to make his spearman ridiculously strong, but he'll be able to get that bravery upgrade for the spearman as well here, I think. So, but Wait, Berserker Gang and Bravery Spearman is actually pretty strong. I think that's how it works. I could be wrong. As the War Elephant going to be moving in onto this position here for Bonkiki. He is so absurdly far behind, in front here with the 4 Manticore. Everything else also making the Heavy Elephant in onto this position. Villagers getting pushed back. Gaia Forest getting thrown down here to try and cut off the reinforcements a little bit. That Tunison here, is he going to the next age yet? Yes, he is. He's going through. He's going to the Mythic Age. We'll see what he's going to get. Maybe it's going to be a big help. How many villages does he have? Could be Balder. That could change the scope of this game going forward. Because that'll pick off all those Manticore as the Hursa swing in here to take down those Manticore that are retreating now. But really, anything at this point would be a really big help. And it's Tyr. Tyr's the god of choice here for Tunison. So that's going to be hitting the economy there of Bonkiki quite heavily. So he's trying to push through. We see the elephant getting taken down over here. As now we could possibly see like a whole... We are seeing Yangshi getting built, but a whole bunch of those Fenris Wolves can come through. Are we seeing Fenris Wolves? No, Bonkiki is just building Manticore. Why build Fenris Wolves when you can just mass Manticore? Who would have thought that giving an Egyptian civilization wood-based myth units would be pretty strong? So units trying to push through over here. Still not seeing... Well, I don't know. Do we see here? I think this means that this is giving you access to something. As the, like something like special upgrades in that building. I think that's what that means. I think. Anyways, units sitting back over here. We've got the hill fort coming up onto this position over here as well. Trying to get that up as best as he possibly can. As we see Bravery coming through here for Tunison as he wants to get some Huskal raids starting here. But Bonkiki has just got such a population advantage here. He's up 40 population, and those Manticore are absolutely disgusting here. So many. I think the only way around those is to make yourself like mass Fenris Wolves and catch him out a little bit. Or maybe like Yorman Elvis here or something like that. Looks like Tunison's getting pushed off that gold mine. He still has the gold mine over here as well. But the... see a catapult coming in. Catapult's coming in for Bonkiki as well, getting some good damage done. So now all these elephant they're tanking a ton, but it looks like Tunison is actually managing to hold a little bit here as he's sending in those Rhinoceros of Set. Those are a really big turnaround here. As now the Yangshi going to be getting taken out. Pushing in there as best as it can. We do see Tunison here. He's still staying alive. I think a lot of that score lead is in favor. Because Bonkiki's been getting a lot of bonus favor this game. You see he's got 1 monument to the villages. The rest of those down centers are giving him favor. I'm not sure they're supposed to be, but that's what's happening. Now the Manticore moving in onto this position. Look at this special. The splash damage. Does it work on villagers? Surely it works on villagers. Can you... Oh, okay. Kill off those. That's fine. Now the hill fort going to be getting taken down. Villagers retreating back. Doing all the good stuff. Tunison will decide to tap out here. GG, well played. Good game by Bonkiki. He utilized those Manticore really, really nicely in this one. Made it look very, very nice. Obviously, this god power here, or this god here of Gaia, having the bonus of economy and everything else, plus all that boosted favor, was super helpful for Bonkiki. I would have liked to see him not get the free favor, but it is what it is. That's how the mod worked. But a good win for Bonkiki. We'll see if we want to play a little bit more on this mod or see if we go somewhere else. If you guys enjoyed this one, please consider hitting the follow on the Twitch. If you're on the YouTube, hit that subscribe button. And I'll see you guys in the next game.